What is going on, peeps? Welcome to another market strip down session. So let's do something. Let's hide everything. Let's go up to the monthly and see how the first week of August is looking so far. So we can see we made a tiny wick. I don't think it was this last week. No. Would it have been? No. It can't have been. It couldn't have been, right? No, I guess. What? Could it have been? No. No, on the monthly it couldn't have been. The weekly won't look the same as the monthly because the monthly started on a Friday, which is included into this candle here. Okay, so that makes sense. Anyways, bullish. We closed below last week's. Sorry, 2 week priors. So this last week we closed below the high from 2 weeks prior. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. We've created a high on Monday and just kept failing to close above it, which again, another second signal that potentially opens the downside. Not really stressed about the 4 hour. So let's turn everything back on. So the one that was the least likely from last week ended up being the one that played out, which is why I included it, because even though it was the least likely in regards to where the market was in that moment, doesn't mean that it's not going to happen or that it can't happen. It's just the positioning of the market and everything that happened up until that point, in my opinion, made it the least likely option to occur. But that doesn't mean that it can't or won't happen, which is why I included in there. What does that say for everything upcoming? So yeah, I mean, we can literally just see from Monday. And then this is what I was saying. We have this high here Monday and everything just kept staying below it, which I'll redraw in now. But we can see Monday opened up, made a lower wick, which this would be that lower wick. No, I lied. This would be that lower wick on the monthly that we were looking at. And then it retraced back up. But let's get rid of everything and see what is going on here. Give me 1 second. So the monthly, that'll end up being the same as the weekly wick, so we can just draw it on the weekly. And I'll show you what I meant. So that upper wick, I already knew just from experience that that's going to end up being the same as that. We go down to the daily. We can adjust it slightly. This will be, which one's higher? 1086. Alright, so this one, nothing else to the left there. As we can see, we're in the vicinity of all-time highs. Obviously, all-time highs are up here. We have to mark this up, obviously, because if we do break last week's and the week prior's highs, then that'll be the first target. To the downside. Yep. Now let's readjust all these lines. You guys know how I am with my OCD. So I don't know why I'm really liking doing it on the 4 hour. last like month or two, it's been on the 4 hour. I remember I did it one week by accident on the 4 hour, and then I just kind of stuck with it from there. So, look, we're really gonna focus on two different things here. Maybe, just maybe, we poke past this level, but then come back below it. We do a fake break of structure. If it doesn't just hold off at that level, then I would look for a break of here, a retest of that structure from last week, and then without anything crazy happening, I'd say down to there. That seems like it could be a fair play for the week ahead. Inversely, now this level's very close. It's only about 300 pips away. So, whoa there, Tiger. Market's definitely not going to go that direction. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Do 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 dum bo. No, come on, bro. So we will, I don't think this will completely happen this coming week, but we can never count it out, as we've seen. That's what I would be looking for. That's really the only two things that I see. We have structure being held here. I think that there's a high probability of this one playing out. I think with how these candles formed, we failed to push lower. We kind of just stayed in the same place, right? The weekly. Even though it did close below this wick, does not mean that this next week doesn't push up and then get rejected and still close below this wick. Price could hold and then just get rejected from there, or price could go up, create a lower high compared to structure to the left, break out of this area, go up, create a lower high, maybe not even all the way to the trend line that I have drawn, maybe just to this point of structure right here, the 2957, 2958. From there, drops back down. We end the week on Friday back below this level. That would then again open up the downside even more for next week, not this coming week, the week after, obviously. So different plays that could happen. If I had to choose, I feel like I have to do reverse psychology with the market right now because they're listening. For me, honestly, I think this is probably the least likely one. Pink, holding below this level. Breaking above doing a fake break of structure is a very good possibility. I think the most likely one is pushing up to probably 29.57 and then from there falling. But let's see. We have three different plays. We have hold below the high from 2 weeks ago. We have a fake break of structure, come back below. We have a break of structure, retest of structure, continue up, and then rejection from there. Those are really the only things I see for this upcoming week. So I hope that this gives everyone some blessings and abundance for this upcoming week. God bless you. Stay safe regardless. And like always, take care, brush your teeth, comb your hair. Ciao, ciao. All right.